And we're live. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Real Spill Wednesdays on the Truth Comes to Light podcast. I'm your host, Jay Coben, and welcome to Real Spill Wednesdays. For those of y'all that are new on Real Spill Wednesdays, we talk about life topics and motivational quotes. Please be sure to check out my previous Real Spill Wednesdays on the channel. Also, please be sure to tune into the full podcast episodes where we talk about news from all over the world, the music industry, and more. So please, if you are interested, please tune into the full podcast episodes on the channel. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications to get the latest updates on when I post a full Real Spill Wednesday or a full podcast episode. We done made it to over 200 videos, man. I really thank each and every one of y'all that have came in time and time again. Show love by liking, commenting, subscribing, doing everything y'all can to promote the Truth Comes to Light podcast. Y'all keep on showing support. I'm going to keep on showing my face and bringing y'all content every single chance that I get because I love each and every one of y'all. Also, follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at the Truth Comes to Light podcast because who knows, whatever I post on one of those social media platforms is like a foreshadow for what the next podcast or the next Real Spill Wednesday is going to be about. But if you don't follow any one of those social media platforms, you will be missing out. We're getting consistent on those social media platforms. I'll always tell y'all that. So please be sure to follow me on either one of the social media platforms. It can be IG, it can be TikTok, it can be X, it can be all three of them. But please just follow one of them. Just support the Truth Comes to Light podcast, man. With that in mind, let's get straight into this Real Spill Wednesday. So, I posted on my Real Spill Wednesday. I posted on IG. Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestions. I always told y'all that I'm going to bring it back. I want y'all to feel as though that y'all can engage with me on the social media platforms, whether that's IG, TikTok, or X. And I posted Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestions. Now, the last Real Spill, I didn't do it. But this Real Spill Wednesday, I decided to bring it back for y'all. So, we ended up getting a Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestion, and I will be continuing to do these. So any chance that y'all see me post Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestions, please be sure to give an idea. I really want y'all to engage with me. Like I just said earlier, I really want y'all to engage with me, and I want y'all to feel as though y'all can engage with me, and I can engage with y'all on any one of the social media platforms. So, this Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestion was requested by Lil Kid J3. This is starting a business and how to handle it successfully. Now, I personally split this into four main things that you have to do. The first thing that you have to do is truly believe. And I always say this in my past Real Spill Wednesdays and on my podcast channel. Everywhere I always say it. Whether that is on Real Spill Wednesdays or I say it on my podcast or I just say it to another person. You got to truly believe that it's going to work. It all starts with you. A lot of people, when they do want to try and start a business, it's always excuses. I was in your position. It's always excuses. You thinking that you got to have everything. You thinking that you have to have a setup. Oh, this setup doesn't look right. Oh, just all of these excuses. You make little excuses for not wanting to do what you want to do because you're scared. If you truly isn't scared to do what you want to do, you would have just did it with no hesitation. So what I try and explain to people, I'll always be like, you get up every day, you brush your teeth, you go down the stairs, you eat, you go in your car, you leave your house. You do all of these things that have risk behind it. When you eat, there could be some in your food. When you brush your teeth, you could cut yourself. You could fall down the stairs. You could fall out your bed. You can get killed outside in these streets because at the end of the day, it's a crazy world that we live in. Anybody can get shot. But you do these things second nature and thinking that nothing is going to happen to you. So when you start a business, you got to think that same way. You got to just do those risks. Make your hobby your habit. You got to do those things like it's second nature. The moment you start doing what you want to do, second nature is just going to come to you. Just like your whole life timeline, your whole day timeline from the moment you wake up all the way until you go to sleep. All of that is second nature because you've done it so many times. So when you start a business, You got to do everything every single day and make it second nature. So that way you don't have none of these excuses. You're just going to go out and do it, and you're not going to hold back on the risk that you really want to take in your life. You got to take risk. If you don't take risks, you're not going to know your true self. You're not going to know your true potential. You got to create yourself. Ain't nobody going to find yourself for you. You got to go out and find yourself. You got to go out and create the person that you want to be. I had to create this, but I started in a car. I thought that I needed a camera. I thought that I needed this huge setup. Oh, I didn't hit the camera. I thought I just needed this huge setup, but I didn't need that. I started in the car where y'all heard the air blowing and all of that, but it was just a start. I'm looking down at my notes, but it's a start. And that's where you have to do sometimes. You have to start from somewhere. You have to start from the very bottom. You just do. But you got to think that's not going to be your final step. That's not where your business is going to be at the end of the day. Most of these businesses that you see out here, they started up as just a simple pop-up shop, making ideas probably in their basement, in their parents' basement, just with the dream of getting big. But now you see these big time businesses now have the brick and mortar, recognized as one of the top businesses in America, but they had to start from somewhere. They didn't have all the money. Most of these businesses, they didn't have thousands of dollars that they could just automatically put up front for their business. They had to work. They probably put $100, $500. But they kept on going and they kept on being consistent with it. So that'll all start with you. That'll all start with you if you just keep on going. You got to keep on going. You got to start from somewhere. You starting from somewhere is better than most people, because most people didn't end up starting. The same people that'll talk about you while you start are the same people that haven't done what you're doing. So keep that in mind. The second thing that you got to do with your business is you got to be creative. Anything that you try and do in life, especially working for yourself, you're already going to be in a field that's saturated. When you try and be a YouTuber, it's already thousands of YouTubers out here. Content creator, there's thousands of content creators. Making clothes, thousands of people make clothes. You got to do something that makes you different if you decide to go in that field. Because every field is going to be saturated to some extent. Some higher than others. But the ones that stand out, they do something different each and every time that'll make people be like, oh, this is very interesting. Let me go ahead and check him out. Because they do something different. When you make clothes, you see people be trying to follow the trend, putting stars on their clothes and putting things that people have already done before. That's how things get played out. You got to make yourself different. And it's all about the longevity of it, not just for a trend. You don't want to be here for a short amount of time. You want to be here for the long run. You want to be there and stay. Why do you think so many of these high brand fashions, high brand clothing lines, they stay? Because they do something different every time. Why do you think rappers stay in the game? Because they do something every time. They keep on improving. They don't stay stagnant in their game, in their craft. It's about little details that you can always change with your craft. You got to continue to be creative. Most people ain't creative. They see somebody doing something and they want to follow the trend. But you can't be like that in regards to starting a business. You got to always come up with something different. There ain't nothing wrong with being different. You don't got to be like nobody else. That be the problem with people. They be wanting to try and be like everybody else. Be like the majority. You got to be yourself. Especially with a business. This is your brand. You as a person, that is you. You're not no one else. Whether your name is Jalen, Dominique, I'm Unique, Precious, John, Damien, that's you. That's your brand. Your brand is yourself. What's going to make you different compared to the next person? You got to be creative about yourself. Be something. But when you try and be something, you gotta be creative. Do something that no one else hasn't done. Like I said, most brands, most businesses, anything that you try and do in life is saturated already. But what's gonna make you stand out when you do decide to start that business and you do decide to work for yourself? You gotta be different, twin. You just do. A lot of people ain't different. A lot of people want to follow trends. You see the trends right now, stack pants. You feel what I'm saying? What can you add different to the stack pants to make them better than what someone else got? You gotta be different, and that's how you'll stay longer and continuing to get better and making small minor adjustments for the better. The third thing that I will say that you need to have, you gotta have good marketing skills. You gotta have good marketing and networking skills. A lot of people, bro, they just be thinking to themselves like, bro, they can just make a brand and not market, not promote, not network. You have TikTok, IG, YouTube, people in this world for a reason. It's not about who you know. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. You got to know all of these people. You got to network. The more you network and the more you market your stuff, the higher chance that it has of getting out there. You got to make yourself different, and that different, you got to promote it. You keep on promoting, you keep on promoting, you keep on promoting it. Eventually, someone's going to catch on. Not everybody's going to like your stuff. You don't got to feel down about yourself if no one doesn't like your stuff at the moment. But someone will be seeing your hard work eventually if you keep on marketing and you keep on networking. And they're going to be like, hey, this dude is working hard. This dude, his stuff is looking good. His business is looking good. He's working hard. Let me give him a chance. The work that you put in overnight that no one else sees, it'll come to light. That's why it's called The Truth Comes to Light podcast. Everything done in the dark is going to come to light. Your hard work, your marketing, everything that you try and do, your networking, all of that is going to come to light. It's going to come to light. You just got to keep on going. Not everybody going to like your stuff. Not everybody going to like what you're doing. But you got to keep on marketing. Don't let that stop you from trying to market your brand, market your business. And keep on going. Keep on networking to people. And the fourth thing, the last thing I will say is time managing skills. When you have a business, when you're working for yourself, you gotta have time managing. And it's on a whole new level. There's gonna be a whole lot of sleepless nights. There's gonna be times where, hey, I can't go to this party. Hey, I can't go to this event. I got a business. I got something that I gotta do. And people ain't going to like to hear that. People are not going to like to hear that. People going to be thinking like, man, you lame. Man, you don't want to drink with us. Man, you don't want to smoke with us. Like, bro, that ain't cool. But you, on the other hand, you're on a different mentality as them. You know that you got to go out and get this money, get this bread, do something productive for your business and to make your business run successfully. Every single day, 24 hours, in a day, you gotta have good time managing skills in order for anything to work. So if you don't have good time managing skills, how do you think your business is just gonna work in whatever you do? Content creating, making clothes, shoes, all of that. That's just a life thing. Without time management, ain't nothing gonna flow. Ain't nothing gonna be organized. You gotta be organized. Like, you gotta be organized. You truly, truly do. And a lot of people don't have time managing skills. A lot of people ain't organized. They wait till the last minute. They procrastinate. You can't go and procrastinate in life. You just can't. You gotta always do something. Always do something. Always do something. You gonna get into a habit when you start your business that, man, just sitting around just it ain't good, because you gonna feel as though you're not productive. When you just sitting around and you actually have something going for yourself, you're going to feel as though, man, I ain't productive. And that's just going to make you keep on going to make something better for your business. That's just what it is. Gotta have good time managing skills. You just do. Without time managing skills, you can't even do nothing in this world. You'll be burned out and you'll be stressed. That's how people get stressed in this world, without time managing skills. People ain't organized. People ain't structured. If you structure yourself and you're organized on a day-to-day basis, you'll never be burnt out no matter how many tasks that you have. You got to stay focused, stay structured, have a routine. Make it a habit on having a routine, doing whatever you want to do. All these responsibilities that you have, I go to work at 4 in the morning. I'll tell y'all that straight up. I go to work at 4 in the morning. From 4 to 9, I'm at work. From 10 to 12:50, I'm at class. After that, I work out. So that's what, another hour, hour and a half. So I don't get home until maybe like 2. Then after that, I'm doing work, whether that's school work, whether that's YouTube, all of that. I may take a nap before I do that, but after that, I'm straight grinding. So I'm at least up 15 hours on a day-to-day basis. At least 15 hours on a day-to-day basis. But the reason why I'm not burnt out and the reason why I have time to talk to y'all and I want to give y'all the motivation and I want y'all to hear my stories, because of the simple fact that if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm up at 4 a.m. Well, going to work at 4 a.m., 4 to 9, 5 hours. Got to drive an hour away to my college. PV, 10 o'clock to 12:50, straight class. Then after that, boom, doing something. Then after that, recording, doing something. I'm productive. But imagine if I didn't have a time schedule. I could be caught up on my schoolwork. I could be caught up not being consistent. You got to have a routine. You got to have good time managing skills. No one's going to understand what you're doing until you make it. No one's going to understand why I'm up at 4 in the morning going to work, then going to school, then recording. They're going to be like, man, I'm up too early. You shouldn't be up this early. You should go ahead and get you some sleep. They're not going to understand. That best suits me. They're not going to understand that I'm doing this so that way I have time to truly do what I want to do, which is talking to y'all. They're not going to understand that. A lot of people not going to understand why you do what you do. But until you make it, they'll never understand. But always have good time managing skills. I just gave you an example on what my life is. Working from 4 to 9, college from 10 to 12:50, then from 12:50 to 2 o'clock I'm working, or I'm with my girl, I'm chilling. Then after that, home, work on this YouTube stuff, work on my schoolwork. But I'm not burnt out, I'm good. But I'm up at least 15 hours on a day-to-day basis, starting from 4 a.m. all the way until 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm just up. I'm up grinding. I got that grind. I got that hustle that nobody got, that some people got, and that's how you got to be. No one gonna understand. But it's all about you. Don't let other people that don't understand you get to you. Your mentality is going to change if you have so many things that you have to do, so many responsibilities that you have to do, and you have to balance all of it. No one's going to understand that. But don't let that get to you at all. Those are all the things that you have to do in order to successfully handle your business. Working for yourself is hard. You're going to have a whole lot of sleepless nights. You're going to have a whole lot of doubts where you just be like, man, business is running slow. Is this truly going to work? There's going to be days where you just sitting in the dark thinking to yourself like, man, I don't even know if I can do this anymore. But I'm telling you right now, if you keep on pushing, if you keep on going, you keep on coming up with thoughts, being creative, not doing what other people are doing, making yourself different, making your brand different, making you as a person different, everything will all work out. everything will all work out. But it's about you and your thoughts, and you got to control how your business is going to go. How is your life going to go at the end of the day? So stay focused, time manage, be creative, and market. So with that in mind, that is the end of this Real Spill Wednesday. If y'all made it to the end of this Real Spill Wednesday, please sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications to get the latest update on when I post a full Real Spill Wednesday or a full podcast episode. All of those videos will be coming out real soon. Y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at The Truth Comes to Light Podcast. I will be doing more Real Spill Wednesday topic suggestions, and I will be doing podcast topic suggestions too. So if y'all have any, please be sure to follow those social media platforms. With that in mind, I love each and every one of y'all, and y'all have a nice rest of y'all night.